Good morning and welcome to the Perth Common Good Fund meeting for Wednesday, the 21st of December 2022. I would ask for apologies, except for the fact that I can see that everybody is here for the first time, physical presence at the meeting for a very long time, I think. So that's delightful. Thank you. Do we have any declarations of interest in respect of the business today? Nope, I see none. Moving on then to item 3, the minutes of the meeting of the 28th of September. Do we have any points in relation to those minutes or matters arising? No, thank you very much. Moving on then to item 5, applications for financial assistance. And the first item is in respect of a grant of £3,420, consistent with criteria 9.2b for Perth Amateur Operatic Society. 9.2b specifies that up to 20% of a costs can be met where tickets are or a charge is made for tickets for an event. And in fact, this application for 3,420, which is considerably less than 20%, is in respect of specifically the first 2 specific items being the rehearsal material and the rehearsal space. I'm minded to recommend that we make a grant of that 3,420. Can we agree to that? Thank you very much. Moving on to the next, in respect of Perthshire Musical Festival, a grant of £5,424 has been requested for their annual festival and arts and music taking place in March 2023. This grant is effectively, as I understand it, for their, if you like, pre-advertising for this event. And again, I am minded to make a grant of 5,424 consistent with criteria 9.2b. Can we agree to that grant? Thank you. The next item is in request of the Moncrief Tea Dance Group, who have requested a grant of £255 for their annual Christmas party on the 14th of December. This matter is only being looked at after the event because of the timing of meetings. We are asked to consider the grant that we would make. Whilst they've requested a grant of £255, this is a small group carrying out, to me, a very worthwhile community function, and I am minded to, as we're allowed under criteria 9.8, to recommend that we grant the full amount of £545 of the event on this occasion. Can we agree to that recommendation? Okay, thank you very much. The next item is in respect of the Friends of St John's Kirk. We have in the budget a standing grant of provision of £2,000 to support the Carillon in St John's Kirk. That standing decision was made some while ago, and this is the, if you like, the formal application in respect of that grant. Can we agree that grant of £2,000 towards the Carillon and its performances at St John's Kirk? Agreed, thank you. The next matter is in respect of Perth Orchestral Society, who have asked for a grant of £4,400 towards this year's annual running costs. Again, this grant is 20% of the total funding proposed in respect of their activities, in accordance with criteria 9.2b. Again, I'm minded to recommend that we approve the grant of £4,400. Can we agree that recommendation? Thank you. The next item is in respect of Tulloch Primary School Parent Council, who've asked for a grant of £480 in respect of their pantomime this year. I'm minded to recommend that we approve the grant of £480, but Councillor Rivek, you want to make a comment?
Thanks, Convener. Just very briefly, I think this is 480 quid well spent. 432 pupils will benefit from this, and if I can be slightly parochial for a minute, I just want to pay tribute to Tulloch Parent Council for the valuable work they do and have done for many years. I was delighted to be a part of the Christmas crew along with other members of the committee today at the Christmas lunch, but they've also put on nativities, Christmas concerts, pantomimes and all kinds of stuff, and they do so every year, not least that it was interrupted by COVID. So I do think this is exactly the type of bid that I would like to encourage from not just across Perth City North actually, but from the schools right across the city. So I would be delighted to agree to this. Thanks.
Thank you very much, John. Can we agree then to making the grant of £480 in respect of this application? Great, thank you. Moving on to the next item, that is the Buttons and Bows Baby Bank. They have requested a grant of £540 to offer free activity sessions to families with children under 4 years old. Again, in line with the freedom that criteria 9.8 gives us, I would like to recommend that we make that grant of £540 as requested. Can we agree that grant? Councillor McCall wants to make a comment. Sheila.
Thank you, Convener. I was very involved with this organisation when they first started up on a non-financial basis and helping them to hook up with other community groups to secure premises and get off the ground. It's amazing work that they do, and no more than the Tulloch Primary School Parent Council, they support people right across Perth City, and I think it's, again, exactly the type of grant we should be awarding to people. So I wholeheartedly support the recommendation that you've made. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sheila. Councillor Hearn.
Yeah, thank you. Can I just inquire as to where they got the contribution for the 260, whether that was a secured funding from another group or that's money they've already got? Because if it's money they've already got, I would like to give them the full £800 and allow them to use the 260 for anything else they want to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Lee, are you in a position to say where that 260 came from?
I'm just aware if they secured funding for this project from somewhere else, we couldn't do that. But if it's money they've had in their bank account, then I'm quite happy to do the full 800.
Oh, we're going now. Bailey Ahern, the funding from the group contribution is from their own funding reserve. So the grant they request is to kind of from the common good and their own reserves from their funding.
Thank you. In which case, Convener, I'd like to make an amendment that we provide the full 800 and allow them to keep the 260 in their reserves for future date.
I second that.
Thank you very much. I would ask for whether we need an amendment, Councillor McCall. Okay, I'm certainly not opposed to that. If members are all happy, can we agree that we make a grant of £800 towards this very worthwhile activity? Agreed. Thank you. And the final item today in this category is in respect of Perth Festival of the Arts, and they have requested a grant of £1,588 towards their activities in the Festival of the Arts in May. Again, this is a very small amount of the total, well below the no, sorry, this one is, I'm confusing my grants. This one is that 40% of the total expenditure in relation to the advertising of the main event itself. They're asking for a grant of 1,588, which is 40% of the total spend of £3,970. Can I ask that we award that grant of £1,588? Are members happy to approve that? Agreed. Thank you very much. Moving on swiftly then to paper 6. Can I ask Donald Coyne to introduce the financial statement? Thank you, Donald.
Yes, thank you, Convener. This report provides an update on the income and expenditure for the fund as at the 31st of October 2022, and that's detailed in Appendix 1. The report also provides a projected outturn for the current financial year. So projected surplus for the year has increased by £30,625 due to the update of estimates for income from rents. So the increase in income is due from the rent reviews completed this year and the corresponding backdated rent due to the fund will receive in the current financial year. So there are no other changes to projections to report at this time. The projected surplus for the year has increased to £63,325. And the estimated fund balance at the 31st of March 2023 is £1,882,000. The proposed budget for the next financial year will be considered at the next committee meeting in February. So at the present time, it's considered that the budget for 2023-24 will be largely unchanged from the current year. Any anticipated adjustments will mainly relate to an increase to income from rents and interest on investments. So as usual, Appendix 1 provides further detail and happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Donald. I can remember a time when we were perhaps struggling in Perth Common Good to maintain a balance of 1.5 million. I'm delighted to see that our balance is heading towards 1.9 million, but I'm very conscious that this year with an inflation rate of 10%, actually that nibbles well into the balance, and in a sense I believe we have a duty to maintain the capital value of the fund for those who come after us as much as we possibly can. So I'm pleased with the financial position at the moment, and I would ask whether anyone has any question or comment regarding the financial statement. I see none. Can we agree the financial statement? Agreed. Thank you very much. That brings us then to the end of our business today, swiftly. I would simply like to thank you all for your contributions to this committee since May this year, and wish everybody a happy Christmas, and look forward to continuing the business of Perth Common Good Fund in 2023. Thank you very much.